everyone, we are Group 4. Today we will tackle about crime statistics report. I am Jen Garnet Lingad.
I'm Ronaldo Pahay. I'm Christian Timothy Medina.
I'm Abel Casador.
Crime statistic report. A crime statistic report typically provides data and analysis on various criminal activities within the specific area of or jurisdiction. It may include information such as type of crimes committed, their frequency, trends over time, demographic information about offenders and victims, and the effectiveness of the law enforcement efforts in addressing crime. These reports are often compiled by government agencies, law enforcement organizations, or research institutions to inform policymakers, law enforcers, and law enforcement strategies, and the public about crime, trends, and patterns. So sinasabi dito sa crime statistic report, ito yung mga data or analysis na kung saan tinutukoy dito yung mga criminal activities within the specific area. Na kung saan, dun sa crime statistic report na yun is nagpo-provide din ng information na kung saan nakakatulong sa ating mamamayan about dun sa mga krimen na nangyari sa isang lugar. Sinasabi rin dito na through the government agencies, law enforcement, and research institution, is na-inform yung mga policy makers natin para i-amend yung mga ibang batas na kung saan is ma-applicable na dun sa mga bagong crimes na nangyayari sa isang lugar. So, ayun lang yan.
The importance of crime statistic report. Informing public policy, they provide police marker with data to make informed decision about resources allocation, law enforcement strategy, in crime prevention program. Yung crime statistic report is nakakatulong sa law enforcement na nagbibigay ito ng information na makakatulong sa law enforcement na strategy in crime prevention program. Next, number 2 is public awareness. They release public awareness about crime, trends, and pattern, helping individuals and communicate, understand the risk, and take approach precaution. Ibig sabihin yung crime statistic report is yung nagbibigay sila ng awareness, public awareness about crime trends or yung mas mataas na crime o mas mababa. Yun yung crime statistic report. Halimbawa sa isang lugar is ay sa isang taon mas mataas yung crime rate ng rape kaysa sa murder. Ganun. Parang pinapakita nila kung ano yung strategy o anong gagawin ng strategy ng mga law enforcement to prevent o kung paano mabababa yung crime rate ng isang lugar. Yun yung natutulong ng crime statistic report. Number 3 is resource allocation. By identifying area with high crime rate or a specific type of a crime, this report assists in allocation resources such as law enforcement, personnel funding for crime prevention program, and infrastructure improvement. Ibig sabihin dito, yung crime statistic report nakakatulong sa law enforcement to allocation or yung nalolocate nila kung ano yung high o low na crime na nakikita sa isang lugar. At kung ano yung dapat nilang gawin na program to prevent a crime. Next, evaluation of intervention. They help evaluate the effectiveness of law enforcement strategy in crime prevention, by tracking change or crime rates over time. Ibig sabihin dito, yung crime report is na i-evaluate ng law enforcement kung yung crime ay tumataas ba o bumababa or nasusolusyonan ba nila yung crime. Ganon. Yung crime prevention naman is by understanding where and when crimes occur, authority can implement target intervention to prevent future crime activity. Ibig sabihin, yung crime statistic report naman is yung crime nalalaman nila yung crime prevention o naiintindihan nila yung crime. Basta yun, naiintindihan niya kung understanding where and when crime o kung nasaan yung crime o kailan, ganon. Tapos number 6 is justice system accountability. They hold law enforcement agency in the justice system accountable by providing transparent data or crime rates and law enforcement activities. Okay, yung crime statistic report is pinapakita lang dito sa justice system accountability na effective or mas nakikita ng law enforcement yung effectiveness ng crime prevention o yung crime na nabibigay ng mga nabibigay nila sa Philippines o sa justice system na effective yung nangyayaring crime statistic report. Yun lang.
Data collection. Number 1. Incident reporting. Law enforcement agency receive a reports of criminal incidents from various sources such as emergency calls, citizen reports, and officer observation. Sinasabi lang rito na ang law enforcement agency natin ay pag naka-receive sila ng reports of criminal incidents, ay agad may input ng maayos ang kanilang mga nangyaring incident. Number 2, data entry officer or civilian staff enter the details, information of each reported incidents into the database. This information typically includes the type of crime, location, date, and time involved, parties, and any other relevant details. Dito lang, sinasabi lang dito, yung officers ay gumagamit ng computer upang mas maayos ang database, ilagay ng maayos ng information, lalong-lalo ng oras at araw. Classification. Reported incidents are classified according to standardized crime categories. Dito lang, sinasabi lang dito, kinaklasify lang kung non-index crime or non-index crime or index crime. Verification and review. Supervision or analysis, review reported data for accuracy and completeness, ensuring that all relevant information is captured and recorded correctly. Bine-verify lang dito bine-verify ang report kung nasa tama, kumpleto, lahat ng nailagay na information, tapos kung na-captured ng maayos. Aggregation. Data from individual incidents are aggregated to create a summary statistic or designated the periods quarterly, yearly, and geographic areas. Aggregation dito na dinidata nila ng maayos from individual, kaya sinasummarize nila ng maayos yung mga data ng monthly, quarterly, or yearly. Analysis. Analysis examine the aggregated data to identify trends, patterns, and anomalies in crime rates distribution. Ito, ina-analyze nila kung may sakaling nagkaroon ng anomalya sa isang data, ginagamitan ng analysis examine upang mas maiayos ang anomalya sa mga crime rates. Publication. Once analyzed, the findings are compiled into the formal crime statistic report, which may include a table, chart, graphs, and written analysis explaining a data and implication. Dito sa publication, gumagawa sila ng table or chart upang mailagay ma-explain ang mga data na nakalagay ng maayos upang mas maintindihan na kung ano bang crime na nagagawa na mas mataas at ma-discuss naman mamaya yung data. Dissemination. The completed report is disseminated the relevant stakeholder including the policymakers, law enforcement agency, community organization, and the public through various channels such as website, press release, and public meetings. Ito na lang, parang disseminated na yung completed report na kung may angat basta sa policy makers para mas maano ng publiko na mas maayos.
What data to gather? Location of occurrence beats, district census tracts, and the exact location of crimes being analyzed should be gathered. This information is valuable in identify program targets areas it. Dito naman po, sinasabi po rito yung mga lugar po saan po nangyayari yung mga madalas na nangyayari yung mga crime. At ayun po, ayun lang. And second po yung date of occurrence, the day, month, and year of incident or reporting dates dates if exact dates are not known should be analyzed. These dates indicate whether particular crimes are related to seasonal patterns, weekly community habits, and so forth. For example, shoplifting increased during the Christmas holiday, and on weekends, large number of people might get out of town. In some sites or plant operation might close down, thus enhancing burglar opportunities. This information is useful in formulating strategies to deal with crime. Yung sinasabi lang po dito, yung kung kailan nangyayari yung mga crime, kung anong buwan or year nangyayari yung mga madalas na crime po. Tulad ng Christmas, holiday, and weekends po yung po. Number 3, time of occurrence. The exact time of occurrence when known or morning, afternoon, evening, when range of time is given. Should be analyzed. This information is helpful to prevention unit in terms of making personnel allocation plans. Ang sinasabi naman po dito, kung anong oras po nangyayari mga crime, madalas nangyayari tulad ng morning, afternoon, evening, ayun po, ganun lang. Tapos po yung categories of premises, information concerning whether residence, business, or other structural categories are being victimized should be aggregated. This data should further be broken down by the specific types of premise. Single families, apartment, jewelry store, variety store, office, complex, warehouse, and so on. This information is helpful in the design of public information patrol and target hardening strategies. Yung sinasabi naman po dito, yung mga nabiktima po, kaya nag-gather po sila ng information sa mga nabiktima tulad ng single family, apartment, jewelry store.
So, in this slide, we will see the legitimate sources of the information. This is the Philippine National Police Region 3 na kung saan itong mga crime statistic report na to is makikita natin. So, ito ay na-covered noong January 1 to 31, 2023.
Dito ay yung mga nakasamang lugar dito ng January 1 to 31, 2023 na naka-index, non-index, and public safety indicator. Nakalagay dito. Number 1 dito yung Aurora. Nung January 1 to 31, yung index niya is 5 lang. Yung Bataan is 6. Then yung Bulacan is 81. Nueva Ecija is 54, then 46 ang Pampanga, Tarlac is 24, 16 naman yung Zambales. Yung Angeles, tapos Olongapo, 26 and 11.
Sa non-index naman, ang Aurora ay 23, sa Bataan 49, sa Bulacan ay 296, sa Pampanga ay 179, sa Tarlac ay 164, sa Zambales ay 94, sa Angeles ay 68, nasa Olongapo ay 47. Of total ay 966.
Ang public safety indicator naman, January 1 to 31. Ang Aurora is 8, Bataan 54, Bulacan 460, Nueva Ecija is 466, Pampanga is 361, Tarlac is 226, Zambales is 210, Angeles is 43, Olongapo is 28, total of 1,856.
So, mapansin natin what is the index crime and non-index crime. So, index crime, it is the, tinutukoy dito is the very serious in nature na kung saan, ito yung mga crimes na kung saan murder, homicide, physical injuries, and etc. So, sa non-index crimes naman, ito naman yung mga punishable under the special law, such as the negligence. Halimbawa nito is negligence resulting homicide. Ganun. So ayun lang naman yun. And then for the last example, this is gathered from the Philippine National Police Region 3 na kung saan crime statistic report. Then
Makikita natin dito na yung Aurora ang pinakamababa ng crime rate, tapos ang Bulacan naman ang pinakamataas.
Yun lang yung base dito.
So para sa akin, napakalaga ng crime statistic report sa panahon ngayon na kung saan is parang mas na-classify natin or mas naunawaan natin or nalaman natin kung ano yung mga crimes na nangyayari sa ating lugar.
Yung crime statistic report para sa akin is yung para malalaman natin kung gaano kataas o gaano kababa ang crime na nangyayari dito sa ating lugar.
Para sa akin naman po, para maiwasan po sa kung saan man tayo magpuntang lugar, para maiwasan din natin yung mga biktima.
Mahalaga ng crime statistics report, mas nauunawaan at naiintindihan at nalilimitahan tayo sa paggawa ng krimen at pagpunta sa mga lugar na mas malagaan ang mga isang
In the far report, I'm Jin Garnet Dingan.
I'm Ronaldo Pae.
Discontinuity.
Sa